Hello everybody, back here again for vlog a day, and today is Friday the 18th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day outside. Had a little bit of rain, but it's Florida, you're gonna have that. So, got this morning, got a few things taken care of, nothing real major. Just kind of hung around a little bit here at the house. Had to go do a little run around in the morning. There was a gentleman that had posted up on Facebook saying he had 40 years worth of tools for sale, and I don't know if there's any. I don't know if there's really. I'd count that as 40-year tool collection, but it is what it is. He has a welder. I wouldn't mind getting some little saws and stuff, a little sander. But he's reasonable on his prices and stuff. He's not. They're not as good a deal as I'd want when they're not the sander I really need. It's like if this sander was 20% of what it, or half of what it, would go for normally used and stuff, I would get a different brand. But since he's asking, about half of retail, which is what a used sander's worth, part of me thinks, well, I'll hold out for the exact sander that I want. So it is what it is there. But if I could get it up for say 25% of what it, retailed for, then I would buy the off-brand, not the brand I wanted, sander or buffer or whatever. So it is what it is. But he's got a nice Lincoln welder there. It's an older unit, but it has the shielding gas. He bought the tank, so he owns the actual tank. It's not rented, which is worth a good chunk of money right there as well. And it's a 110 welder, so it doesn't go real thick, but I don't plan on trying to weld anything thick, and I need to learn, so I might go back, and it's not that expensive. He has a couple toolboxes there, full tools. One of the toolboxes he wants like $1,000 for, full setup, full tools and stuff and whatnot, and there's some really nice tools in there. There's a lot of tools in there, but there's enough stuff in there I would probably never use that offsets the price. I don't know if I'd be able to actually resell them to recoup part of that money to justify having it, so it is what it is. I'm gonna give it some thought. I'm gonna give it a little time. If I don't get the welder and stuff and the sander and that, it's not that big a deal. I might wait a few days or weeks or whatever and see if the price comes down. If he gets a little more desperate, because he sounds like he's selling his place and gonna run around the country in a camper for a while. So see how that works out for him. Now with the whole COVID thing, it's not the safest time and easiest time to run around the country living in a camper, but hey, everybody's got their own ideas of what they want to do for fun, and I wish him all the best there. So, but I got done with that. Tried to do some of the yard selling. There wasn't really much out there. One yard sale was crap. Hung out there, came back to the house, got a few things around here taken care of. Nothing real major. Ended up talking to Karen. She wasn't sure she had to go up north to help set up a GoFundMe for her cousin and be her uncle and aunt that needed the help logging in to figure out how to do it. But I think they got it figured out finally. Heard from her, so didn't have to worry with that. She was thinking she'd be getting off about normal time. We decided to do pizza tonight. There's a little pizza place over on Beachside we like quite a bit. So I basically called the order in. Before that, I had a couple dogs show up. I have two Great Danes that showed up today. Met with them. They dropped them off. One's like 135 pounds and one's like a little over 100 pounds. So I've got about 350 pounds of dogs at my house right now between Bruce and these two. And so far, doing good. Had to run to Publix, trying to pick up my brisk iced tea in the cans. They said they had 3 12-packs coming, and I asked if I could just reserve them. I'd pay for them, whatever stuff. He's all doing the same stuff. I'll give him your name and stuff. So I gave him my card to put on the back of there with him, and didn't hear from him, so I went to go pick him up. And apparently he doesn't understand the difference between they're on their way and we ordered them, because when he said, he checked the computer and it said, they're on their way, which tells me they're already on the truck. So I kind of stopped looking. I kept looking a little bit for them, but I didn't go desperately. I didn't drive all the way to Orlando where I knew they were in stock according to my app, but I could have went and got them. And he said they'd be here Friday. They're not. He goes, this and stuff. Asked me, I was, yeah, we've been ordering those. He goes, we've been ordering those for like 3 months now, and they haven't came in. So I'm like, God damn it! Like, that's not the same as they're on their way. We've ordered them is not the same thing. So not real pleased with that, and that killed a bunch of time where they tried to look for the things and find the guy in the truck and I was a pain in the butt. So went and picked up my pizza, headed back home. Karen got home, and the Dane was there. Actually, this big old fella right there was there, and I guess he was like not really certain about somebody new he'd never met coming in the house, and a little nervous, new house, the whole thing and stuff. And he, I guess, growled at her and barked at her pretty hard. So she got a little bit worried, and she just waited outside, which I was right behind her. I come back up right before, she pulled up right after she came back out. She got hang on the car and waited outside for her, which is a little bit kind of annoying me. I'm thinking, well, like, what would you have done if I wasn't here? Like, if I went to the hospital, or if I was on a long run, would you have just lived in your car for a few hours while I'm on a long run or something? So I wish I would have just told her, hey, just work through it, figure it out and go in there. But I didn't. There's enough stuff going on now. It wasn't worth the hassle with everything else, and the stress and the everything else going on in our life. So I didn't mess with it. But I kind of now really I wish I would have, because they're super sweet dogs, and it would have been a really good example, because he is loud and intimidating looking as hell, but he's super nice. So would have been a great example to do that, but it's too late now. So. But we got done with that. We ate some pizza. Wasn't really certain how the dogs were going to deal with pizza up on the stove, so I kind of, gave them a little bit of that, hey, don't go in there. Like, they had to kind of stay in the living room with us and stuff and whatnot, which worked out just fine. But I'm not sure. They're a little bit food on their own food. The one's very big, I guess, bullish is a pig. So it is what it is. But I didn't really see them. They sniffed a little bit around Karen's pizza. It was funny. They drooled. The one drool was really bad. And he had this big old thing of drool hanging off, and he couldn't shake his head and kind of hanging. Luckily it didn't, but it was right there by her big old slice of pizza. And she was like, I almost lost a slice of pizza to the thing of drool. And I'm like, I don't know, it's a good pizza. You might have to kind of wipe that off. Like, we could have figured that out a little bit, but it is what it is. So luckily it didn't happen, but it went really well. We hung outside in the patio after we had dinner and stuff and whatnot. Dogs just kind of hanging around. The one after Karen went back inside, the little one, the 100+ pound one, not the 135+ pound one, climbed up in the chair next to me and stuff and sat there for a while. And it's funny because he's that super dark, almost like a Weimaraner gray, a real dark gray, and it's hard to get photos of him, especially at night with the crappier little Christmas lights I have up around the thing. But we had a great time. Bruce and Rex, the big one, the 135-pound one, started wrestling and fighting a little bit in the house, and they kind of started punching each other and getting at kind of like Danes do. And he bumped into the rocker, the new one Rex did, and it made the rocker shake, and it scared the hell out of me. We literally went over and just laid down. He was like almost instantly. Bruce was like, we're still fighting, we're still playing, and he's like, nope, I'm done. That chair's moving. I have no idea. He was so scared. So had a great time with it, but it is what it is. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.